The Nintendo Switch has been out for what seems like forever, and one constant issue that Nintendo never addressed are the Joy-Cons. So needless to say, throughout the duration of the life cycle of the Switch, I've tried a lot of Joy-Con alternatives. But today I'm going to be taking a look at a set of Joy-Con alternatives that might actually be the very best that I've used to date. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the MOBAPAD M6-HD. Inside the box, you have the MOBAPAD Joy-Cons themselves, a interchangeable cross-style directional pad. The one that's on here by default is the more circular type. It comes with two swappable faceplates that don't really do much other than change the gate for the analog sticks. It converts it from a circular gate to an octagonal gate. I know some people prefer that style for fighting games and even some shooters. And it also comes with a basic set of instructions. They snap onto your Nintendo Switch snug and secure, and there's absolutely no wiggle room here. You can actually grip it by one Joy-Con, and the whole thing feels like one solid piece. You're not going to find any RGB lights or any other gimmicks on the MOBAPAD. This thing is strictly business. Over on the left Joy-Con, you have a Hall effect joystick that is nice and texturized. You have your minus button, you have a 4-direction Omron micro switch D-pad, the capture button, and a button to set up the macros. Over on the right Joy-Con, you have 4 Omron switch face buttons, another Hall effect joystick, you got your plus button, home button, and another button to set up macros. Top side, you have your 4 shoulder buttons, these are micro switched as well. And over on its backside, you have 2 programmable paddle style buttons. These 2 buttons are very tactile, but they don't feel like they have the same Omron switches as the face buttons and shoulder buttons. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, these things have the most premium feel out of a set of third-party Joy-Cons I've ever felt. The drag and movement of the joysticks feel every bit as good as the official Joy-Cons. And the buttons are as good as I've ever felt. Even the shoulder buttons feel amazing. I'm not a big fan of this circular style D-pad, but fortunately we can swap this out if this is an issue. But even then, just the overall feel of the switches screams premium build quality. And the overall ergonomics are easily in the top 5 of Joy-Con alternatives that I've used. But of course, the way something feels versus the way it performs are two completely different things. So let's pop in a couple of games and see how well these things work. The first thing I wanted to try was this D-pad with a fighting game. And just as I thought, I'm not a fan of this whole circular design. So I right away swapped out the D-pad. I even took off the faceplate just to demonstrate how easy it actually is to do. Once I swapped to the cross D-pad, this was easily the best directional pad that I've used on a Nintendo Switch product, which isn't really saying much because I feel like there's a real lack of quality D-pads when it comes to accessories for the Nintendo Switch, but nonetheless, this D-pad is amazing. Up next, I wanted to try out the gyro controls. The MOBAPAD is one of the few third-party Switch products that is the full package. You have gyro support, Amiibo support, the whole 9 with this thing. But I will say the gyros felt a little on the stiff side. Definitely did not flow as well as the OG Joy-Cons or the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Serviceable at best, but nowhere near as good as the official product. For someone like me, this isn't really a big deal because I very seldom use gyro controls in any capacity. But I know for some people they absolutely live by gyro controls, and this could potentially be a deal breaker for them. Up next, I had to try out these joysticks with a first-person shooter, and they did not disappoint. Very responsive, the perfect amount of tightness, and combined with the ergonomics of the MOBAPAD, it's a no-brainer that this is way better than the official Joy-Cons when it comes to aiming down the iron sights. So I'm just gonna flat out say it, these are way better than the official Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. And up until this point, my number 1 third-party set of Joy-Cons were a toss-up between the Hori SplitPad Pro and the Hyperion made by Nexi. And if I'm being honest, guys, these blow both of those out of the water. The MOBAPAD is without a doubt the best set of third-party Joy-Cons that I've ever used for the Nintendo Switch. The only problem is it too little too late? At this point in the Nintendo Switch's life cycle, is it worth running out and buying a pair of these? Now I know that a lot of supposed leaks and press are heavily leaning towards the fact that the Joy-Cons might be backwards compatible with Nintendo's upcoming new console, but we don't know that for sure as of yet. So to that I say, if your Joy-Cons suck and you're experiencing stick drift like me, then yes, hell yes, this is the way to go. This is the one, guys. I really wish these things had been available 2 years ago. It would have saved me so much headache. Anyway, if you guys are interested in the MOBAPAD M6-HD, I will put links in the description below. Until next time, this is Ness, signing out.